Welcome back. It is a sunny 72 degrees and it is so hard to believe it's 72 in October. So let's go over and see how the seedlings are doing. Look at all this color. The leaves are everywhere. It is definitely full swing fall. Looks like those pre-existing kale are just moving right along. Oh, we have to see how they taste. Let's see. It's actually not that bad. I'm surprised, so maybe the cold did help it. That was one of the things that I had wondered. Oh, okay, so it's bitter at the aftertaste. So, going by this kale, if you leave it to keep growing, even as the temps come back to the cold in the fall, it does not lose that bitter taste. So it's better to start over, which is a good thing that I have started these little guys. They have gotten a little bigger since the last time we looked at them. I'm not sure what the basil's doing here. It looks about the same. I don't have anything else going on over here yet, but I need to get something else going. Need to check on the carrots and the radishes. Let's see if we have any signs of seedlings. I'm really not sure that anything is gonna grow. It might not grow at all. I'm not really seeing anything yet. Oh. I wonder, could that be? This is supposed to be radish. I'm not sure what radish looks like. I've never grown it, so I don't know that that will end up being a seedling or not, but it hasn't actually been a full week yet, so that could be part of the problem. I'm being too impatient. 2 rows of carrots. I'm not seeing anything yet either. Wait a second. No, that's something else. That's okay. Even if we don't get anything out of it, that's okay. It's just an experiment. So what I really need to focus on today is doing some of the fall work, like putting some things in the ground. I have 2 grapevines that I've waited till fall to put in the ground because it was way too hot in the summer. So that's something we can do today, and I let my harvest go to dry on the ground. So yeah, I gotta get that pulled and hopefully I'll still be able to use it. If not, it'll come back next year. So I've been debating, should I move my flowers somewhere else, like make a bed for them, or just leave them random and wild in the middle of the garden? What do you guys think? Here's my lavender. It's literally just in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I do have some I can still harvest actually. It's not completely dead. I've just already dried some of it. Unintentionally. Oh, some of these even still have the purple flowers. Awesome. This is a perennial crop. It will come back next year. I'm not sure if all lavender is perennial, but I know this one said it was. You won't be looking to me for a whole lot of knowledge on things like that because that is not at all what this is about. This channel is just about having some fun with some experiments. You know, like, oops, I let my lavender die. So since it's not super cold right now, I'm gonna let these bad boys grow as long as I possibly can. We have like 3 more days of decent weather that I know of if it doesn't change. The weather has been insane here in Tennessee this year. I don't know if it's been like that everywhere, but for us, like we had extra frost in the beginning of the season, and now everything's made it longer. It's been a completely unpredictable gardening year. My tasks that should have gotten done, like, you know, a long time ago, pulling my tomatoes. I am so sad to do it, and that's part of why it hasn't happened, but this time I may let these bell peppers stay just a bit longer because there's some babies on them still. I could get lucky enough to actually get some more. This one might actually make it to full size if I give it a little bit more of a chance. Oh, I didn't even know this guy was here. He definitely will make it to full size. Awesome. Or that might not be a he. Okay, so I looked it up. This is a female. If it is a male, it will have 3 bumps, not 4. So that one would be a female. This one is a female. It has 4. Oh, looks like I have all female. So there's your wisdom nugget for the day. Bell peppers are female if they have 4 bumps and male if they have 3. Another fun thing I have to do today is merge my little lavender shoots with my English lavender. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. I don't know if I should. I may end up doing a little flower bed. Maybe that would be a fun idea. I was showing you guys before. Oh my gosh, look at the difference. Definitely not all frozen cold this time. Where did all my little lavender shoots go? Oh, here they are. Oh, they're just too cute. I'm gonna move these guys, put them over with the other lavender, and then I'm not sure what I'll do with this. Funny thing about my little wagon here, apparently one of my kids put down a tomato seed, or they probably actually were helping me harvest tomatoes, and put it down in this wagon, and it grew a tomato. Pretty funny. So my battery is actually kind of low, so I was thinking what I'll do, go charge it up for a little while, and I will work some on the garden here. Don't mind my son in the background. I'll work some on the garden here, and then we'll come back after it's done so you guys can see the difference. So we'll do the before and the after. I totally just realized that I just showed you guys that I was wearing not full pants and boots. Well, welcome to a real country girl. Well, my phone is dying, so what we'll do is I'll come over here and we'll just give everything a last good mow in this area that I just cleaned up the tomatoes that you saw. And I'll show the before and after. You can see the progress on the tomato area. Shutting the garden down. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see how red I am. Just worked up a sweat. So I got everything mowed out in this area, and there is like a huge difference. Oh my gosh, my garden's there again. You can definitely tell a difference when I rip out the tomatoes. So I left one lone tomato. And this is an M.I. Gardener tomato, but I have no clue which one because of losing so much in the spring. This was one that had survived. It's the only thing that had survived out of everything that I actually planted myself that I didn't get from a greenhouse. And it had gotten mixed in with my peppers. So if you saw any of the beginning season videos, you saw that I thought this one was a pepper at first. It's actually a tomato. And this is what that guy ended up looking like. The tomatoes don't end up getting very big, but because it's still producing some, I mean, it's even still got flowers. I just left it. Figure I'll leave it till it frosts and it dies. It'll be my only remaining tomato. And then my 3 bell peppers. Everything else is gone. Oh, my watering jug. Looks so different. Speaking of season change, look at all these gorgeous leaves. This is what we call fall in Tennessee. It's so pretty. It's just like this everywhere. It's my first time ever owning lavender, and I'm actually a good deal behind on pruning it. So this will be the first time I've ever done this. I should have done it way before it got all woody, but you live and you learn. It is from experts on how to do this. Seems like basically want to, goodness gracious, the leaves are coming down so much right now. Well, starters, clean out your area. Okay. Oh my gosh, they still smell so good. So you want to trim, from what I've read, somewhere around about in this area. So just above where it has started to die. And get the whole plant kind of in that same length. And kind of rounded, almost dome-like at the top, so that it'll have a very rounded shape. that's essentially the gist of it. I don't know if you can tell here, but I kind of rounded it up a little bit. And when it regrows, it'll have a round bush shape. I only left the tiniest hint of green there. I can't wait for it to come back next year because I'll actually have a real bush out of it and it'll be a lot easier to maintain. It won't just be this twiggy area. And I also can get a few seeds off of these. And guys, the smell of this lavender. If you love smells, if you are a floral smell kind of gal, like roses and such, you've got to grow some lavender. It is amazing when you grow it at home. Go ahead and collect my lavender there. I never thought I would ever be the gal that collected lavender. So glad though. How beautiful. So my plan for this lavender, hope, I saw online that you can take this and fill, I'm not sure all the different things you can use. There's certain types of alcohol you can buy for it, but I'll make sure to add in the video what type of alcohol that is so that somebody doesn't use the wrong kind, because I know if you use the isopropyl alcohol that you use for like cuts and scrapes, it gives it way too strong of a smell and it doesn't have really that kind of smell you want when you're making an essential oil. But I know another option is vodka, and there was a couple others. I'll make sure to include them though when I edit the video for you. A beautiful verbena again. This stuff is gonna get wild next year, I guarantee, because I started out with just a tiny amount in a little planter, and where we had gotten those extra frosts in, they were gonna throw it out because I don't know if they thought it was dead or what, but they had it on sale after the frosts. And it did have a couple spots of damage, but it wasn't like completely dead. So I was totally tickled to find a beautiful, beautiful flower. My favorite color is purple, and these have the most beautiful purple buds when they bloom out. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this here. This is the one that you guys could help me out with the most. I really don't know that I want to just leave it like this. I could build, you can stand up so you can actually see the difference there. I could build something around it. That might be a fun idea. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'll do there. I definitely need to get the little sprouts from the lavender though and add those in here. Oh my god, the smell of this lavender. I know I've said that like 4 times, but it smells so good. In my earlier videos, I had this along the fence line actually. Of course, it has gone kind of dormant for the season now. It's too cold for it. But I have to get it planted now that it's fall. It's cool enough to put it out here. So I'm gonna plant it somewhere along the back side, but we're not gonna do that today. I decided I'll break that up into a separate video. And we will also plant the rest of the seeds for anything else that I'm going to try and experiment and see if we can get it to grow through the winter. Okay, let's take these little bad boys out. Soil should be loose enough. Oh, the feel of putting your hand in the soil. I can't wait for spring already. We're just now ending summer. Well, okay, we're probably actually more like halfway through fall. But still, I'm ready. Alright, there's one. Perhaps if I keep it in its little dirt stalk there, it'll be a little better. Hopefully this little guy takes pretty well. We've got a big lavender. Get the second one. I mean to get so much of the roots on this one. It's best to try and expose any roots as least as possible. That is some knowledge I can actually share with you. Maybe I do have a little bit more than I realize. Those two are regular lavender, and this is English lavender. It's going to be fun to see what this looks like next year. You can see the sun has changed directions. It's shining in a different place now. So it's pretty warm today, so I'm pretty sure it'd be a good idea to go ahead and give all that stuff some water. It feels kind of funny getting out my water jug. I'm watering these guys one more time just to see if that helps a little. Sometimes it just takes a little water to speed things along a little bit. That should help those. Come over here and water these new guys a little bit. Just a little. Just a little. And last but not least, get this lavender. Just a little drizzle. I don't know if you guys will remember this one, but there's this funky tree here and it's got changing leaves, and I want to show it to you because it's actually really, really pretty when the leaves change. So cool. It has like pinks and reds. I have no clue what this tree is, but I just like it. It's cool looking. So there's actually a few of them growing here now. And then there's a baby one here behind it. And then this guy. Pretty cool. I absolutely hate this part of the season where we have to close everything off, closing down the garden. It's such a bittersweet feeling because you get to rest, and that's nice. Looking at my super red face where I mowed. Doing that all summer is just so much work, but at the same time, you miss the garden at the same time. You miss all your harvest, you miss the fruit, you miss, you know, having that to do during the day. It's really sad when it goes away, but then you start planning for the next season. I'm really not sure what next year will hold. Hopefully a whole lot more and a whole lot bigger. The plan is to go way bigger, but sometimes plans don't always go as we hope they will. So we'll see how that goes, but really want to get several raised beds going back through here, really extend further out into my field. That's the hope. But thanks for stopping by and checking out what's going on. You guys be safe out there, and well, you can't really get out there and get gardening right now. Start planning for that gardening. See ya.